Hi, this is Arvind. In this video, I am going to show you how we could edit this home page that is built using SP Page Builder component. So when you are logged in as an admin to this website, you should be able to see this edit page button. And if we click on this, this takes us to the edit page of that home page. So here it is. Now if you need some extra space, you have like this option here. You can collapse this and then you'll get some extra space, or you can also zoom out your browser and that will also give you a lot of extra space. So you have these two options to increase the area of work if you want to. So here, now the most basic thing or say the fundamental thing that I would like to point out in this case is the concept of rows and columns. So let's take this as an example here. So here this green section that extends from here and all across this and all across this, and then this is this rectangle. So this is the entire row, and inside each row there can be columns. So this blue one is a column, and this another blue one, blue box is another column. So this is a row which has two columns. So this entire page is built using this concept. Let's see its front end here. So this page is built using rows and columns. So this is one row and one column. This section is one row and two columns. This section is another row, like one row and two columns. So this entire page is built using rows, and inside rows there can be number of columns. So that is the fundamental concept of this SP Page Builder. Now another fundamental thing here to understand is, now each row is divided into 12 points in terms of width. So this entire width from here till here, this entire width is can be divided into 12 columns. And then if you see the width of this column and width of this column, it looks like this width is 8 point and this width is 4 point. So this makes the 12 point in total, and this is like 8 point and this is 4 point. So let's say you want to have two columns with 50% width for each of these. Then of course in that case you are going to use 6 point and 6 point. So in this row here, this option gives you to manage the width of the column as well as number of columns. So right now you can see here it has two columns. The first column is 8 point, the second column is 4 point. Now let's say if you want to make this 6 point and 6 point, then you can choose this here, and if you click this, then you will see this is now 6 point and this is 6 point, which is 50% and 50%. Now these are the presets that you can click and get the number of and the desired width of the columns. But if you want something complex which is not present here, then you can also use this box. Let's say you want 2 plus 10, something like this. Then here if you hit generate, then this is the 2 point and this is the 10 point. So this is how you can adjust number of columns as well as width of each column. So let's make it back to 8 plus 4. So again, to repeat, there should be a row. Inside each row there should be the number of columns, and then under each column you place the actual content. So let's say I want to place some content here in this column. There's already one box here, but below this I want to add some other content. Then what I need to do is I need to decide what type of content do I want, and then I choose that type of content from here, which is called add-ons. So I choose one particular add-on, and then I drag this add-on here. So let's say I want an icon to display here, or let's say an image would be better. So I would find the image type of add-on, which is this one, and I drag it and I drop it here like this, and then I get the demo image. And then when you click on any of this add-on and this box, you get the options for that add-on here. So let's say if I want to edit this one, I click this and then I get all the options to change on this left column. I click on this add-on and then I get the options for this add-on here. So I can remove this image and I can choose my own image and I insert the image. Here it is. And of course there are a lot of other options. I can choose the width and height, and I can also add the URL link to this image and all of these functions. And once done, I hit save, and then I can apply that save. So let's remove this for now. And as you can see, there are lots and lots of different types of content. So let's say, for example, I would like to use this price list type of add-on. And now if I drag and drop it here, as you can see, the price list looks like this. There is an image here and title, the description, and the price. Now I click on this and I get the options to change everything: the title and the price and all other settings. I can choose an image here and I can have the description here, and after changing this I can save this. So let's say I want to have an accordion type of add-on. So I drag this, drop it here, and then let's say I clone this and then I have two accordions. So, and of course I click on this and I can edit each of these accordion, change the title, edit text inside that, and all these things. So that is how we first need to create a row, and inside row, using this option, we need to define the width and number of columns, and then under each column we place add-ons. Now let's say this row we have this background image. Now this background image can be found and changed under this option, which is called row options. So I click on this, and under style there should be an image here. Now you remove this and you can choose another image from here and insert. So that is how we can change the row options. Now there are a lot of settings, like even in these options we can choose the padding and the margin. Like let's say I want to add like 50 margin, then as you can see the 50 margin is added here. So there are lots of options, and this is how we can change the option. So let's see if there are any other thing that I think should be explained. So that is pretty much it. Again, to repeat, we need to create a row. Inside each row we need to create and define columns, and under each column we place add-ons from here by dragging and dropping. Now let's say you want to add another row here. So below this you want to add a new row. So in that case, the easy way would be you simply clone this row. So you already have a row here, so you just use this option, this one here called duplicate row. So you click on this and this row is duplicated, as you can see. And now you can change this row without affecting this row. So let's say you want to delete this add-on, you want to delete this add-on, and then you want to delete this add-on. Now you have your own blank row. And now let's say you want to have 3 columns like this. This is one column, this is another column, this is another column, and then you want to add content, add-ons. So you place add-on in this column, you place another add-on in this column, and then you place another add-on in this column. So that is how you can achieve a new row, and then you can add columns and content in that row. Maybe if you want to change this background color, it is also in this row options, and instead of this color I would like let's say this color, or I can use an image as a background, or I can use a gradient as a background. So this could be one color and the other color could be, so this is a gradient, or I could also use a video for that reason. So this is how we can easily edit each and every section on this home page using SP Page Builder. Thank you.